Arizona's news headquarters at 200 EVB. This is 12 News.
Only on 12 does Fannie Mae really want to help you save your home from foreclosure. One Valley man says he doesn't think so, and he enlisted us to help get his house back.
So now 12 wants to know how Fannie Mae operates and what that means for your home. Here's Melissa Blasius.
Internal documents and emails obtained by 12 News offer a glimpse at what's happening inside Fannie Mae, showing a conflict between what some want the company's public image to be and the realities of the company dealing with the housing market collapse. Glenn Reinfried used to build homes.
Time's been really tough, and it's been really hard to find work in this valley for quite a long time now.
So Glenn was on the brink of losing his own home. A foreclosure date was set when he found a new job, and he called his loan servicer, GMAC, asking how much to cancel the auction and reinstate the mortgage. He learned $6,600. He borrowed the money, but that took time.
I made the check out for exactly what they told me to. Yes, it was a couple of days after the date that they had requested, but I figured if I got it there before the trustee sale, there shouldn't be a problem.
But there was a problem, a big one. Glenn found this taped to his door. It says the mortgage owner, Fannie Mae, took back his house at foreclosure auction 2 days prior, on December 13th.
I contacted GMAC and said, well, why didn't you cash the check? You had it. And that's when they informed me that it was short.
GMAC and Fannie Mae say no one called Glenn, even as a courtesy, to let him know that he owed more because the 1st of December had come and gone.
I figured another $800, I had it. I'd have sent it to him had I known.
GMAC foreclosed for less than $1,000 difference.
Correct. Absolutely. My mortgage right now is way higher what they're going to collect than this house is worth. So why do they want it? Why?
I wanted to know, too, why Fannie Mae's website promotes "We're here to help," even though documents and emails obtained by 12 News show Fannie Mae under pressure to perform financially, sets loan workouts as a high priority, but it also sets timelines for servicers to get foreclosures done and fines servicers that don't meet the deadlines.
Most homeowners have the assumption or have created this expectation that the banks will look at their individual situation and will do whatever it takes to help them out. And that's just not the case. It's in their best interest to maximize the amount of money received on any loan.
Some Fannie Mae employees are conscious of that public image, including Steve Smith, who runs a home ownership help center in the Valley. In an email, he urged colleagues to let him give Glenn another chance, adding, quote, Melissa Blasius is a local reporter who tends to run stories putting servicers and investors in a bad light. This may be an opportunity to get a good story out there, or at very least prevent another Fannie Mae just wants to foreclose story.
I believe it's another Fannie Mae want to foreclose story.
In another email, a Fannie Mae supervisor indicates Glenn was wronged in the process, writing, they should have accepted the money. The December payment was due, but not delinquent until after the late charge date of 12/16. Remember, Fannie Mae foreclosed 3 days before December 16th. But the senior portfolio manager with National Servicing Operations responded, payment is due on the 1st, delinquent on the 2nd, giving no leeway to Glenn. Attorney Robert Nagle, who represents homeowners in foreclosure cases, says such debate is good.
That there are people inside the bank that are saying, hey, let's not be so black and white. Let's try and be more service-oriented.
And ultimately, Fannie Mae agreed to undo the foreclosure if Glenn wrote an even bigger reinstatement check.
They accepted the check, and I got to keep the house.
Glenn called Friday to say Fannie Mae even gave him a loan modification. This shows Fannie Mae will reconsider its actions and try to help homeowners, at least those who make a big enough fuss. So how do you keep something like this from happening in the first place? Meet all deadlines, double check all transactions, and get everything in writing. You can also get free help from a HUD-certified housing counselor. For You Paid For It, Melissa Blasius, 12 News.
And in a statement, Fannie Mae has this to say about our story. Fannie Mae is committed to keeping people in their homes. We're pleased our efforts in this case resulted in a modification which will now enable another homeowner to avoid foreclosure and remain in his home.